Chapter 11. The Festival of the Leaves. It was nearly sunset when the heroes finally reached Lamonic Bibber once more. "Look," said Polly happily. All the good people of the town were out on the streets rejoicing and waving flags and playing kiss chase. And the town square was full of long wooden benches laden with food. "There seems to be a feast going on," said Alan Taylor. "Not just any feast," remarked Friday. "Today must be the first day of autumn. It's the Festival of the Leaves."
"Oh, I forgot about the Festival of the Leaves," said Polly. "I loves it so."
"It's true," announced the warm voice of David Casserole, the town mayor. "Look, the first leaf fell today. Who shall be this year's King of Autumn?" he challenged, holding up a little golden leaf.
"The Biscuit Billionaire," responded the crowd. "The Biscuit Billionaire. Now that he's got his money back, we can have fun fairs again."
"No," said Alan Taylor, climbing onto Friday's head for more speech action. "I'm no longer a rich man," he told the crowd. "But if you can find it in your hearts to love me for who I am, I will turn my mansion into a school called St. Pterodactyl's School for the Poor, and I will teach all the poor children and orphans about education and learning, and no one will tease me any more there, or call each other bad names," he added firmly.
"Fair enough,"
shouted the crowd. "You are truly our King of Autumn," boomed David Casserole, pinning the leaf onto Alan Taylor's chest, whilst pretty ladies crowned him with acorns and conkers. And Alan Taylor grinned happily as he led the townsfolk in a merry jig, for finally he had been accepted. Well, there wasn't much to say after all that. It was a time for feasts and rejoicing. Friday played the piano that stood in the old town square, and old Granny fell over from too much sherry, and everyone saw the weird veins in her old legs. And Jonathan Ripples found a red notebook a-lying on the ground. He turned to the front page and read, "That Fatty Ripples thinks he's so clever, but I'll have the last laugh." He frowned, chewing on a roast ox leg. "I recognise this handwriting." He found Martin Laundrette cowering behind a lamp-post and took him to one side. "Martin," he said, holding up the notebook, "this isn't very nice." "I know," said Martin Laundrette with a sigh. "I'm ashamed of myself." "I'm afraid I'm going to have to sit on you now to teach you a lesson," said Jonathan Ripples sadly. "This is going to hurt me more than it'll hurt you." But how wrong can you be? It didn't hurt Jonathan Ripples one bit. By midnight the partying and feasting was dying down, and the stars hung friendly in the sky. Polly sat with her companions in the shadowy square, tired but happy. Jake was licking up spilt ox gravy. Alan Taylor lay contentedly in a heap of leaves, and Friday was strumming quietly on a blue guitar. As he strummed, someone appeared at the far end of the town square. It was Mrs. Lovely, who ran the sweet shop, and not only that, she was Friday's wife too. "Mrs. Lovely!" cried Friday, and dropping his guitar, he swept her up in his lovey-dovey arms, and everyone went, "Ah."
"Mrs. Lovely, where have you been all this time?"
asked Polly.
"Away in the mountains, gathering secret herbs for my sweets," she trilled. "Did I miss anything?"
And a shooting star shot by like a cornflake falling out of God's breakfast, and the man in the moon tried to eat it, but he missed. And the heroic friends sat in the old town square, wondering what adventures they'd have next, and Friday stuck a breadstick up his nose to impress everyone, and it broke off, and the crumbs went down his throat and made him cough a bit. And then, just when he thought he couldn't possibly be any happier, Alan Taylor gasped in astonishment. "For I am no longer made of gingerbread," he thought. "At last I am a real man." Then he took a closer look at himself and realized that he had made a mistake. "Oh," he sighed. "I'm still a gingerbread man with electric muscles after all. Well, never mind. Everything else worked out okay." The end. Hello. Here's what. You might think you know everything there is to know about Lamonic Bibber and the townsfolk who live there, but do you really? Do you? Do you? No. 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 You do not. So stop showing off. You see, there is always more to learn about those crazy old townsfolk, and that is why we proudly present the Lamonic Lists. Polly's favourite ever books. Shut up, 'cause it's true. 1. The Shark Who Lived on the Moon, by Greg Kingsley. 2. Cobbler Wins the Prizes, by Mimsy Rogers. 3. Help, I'm a Moron, by Timothy Face. 4. Come Back Burpee Jenkins by Samantha Brown. 5. My Life as a Tangerine by Eric P. Madman. 6. Dinkles the World's Fattest Parrot by Reg Webb. 7. The Mystery of the Mysterious Mystery by Janet Zigzag. 8. Cobbler Meets the Pooh Rabbits by Mimsy Rogers. 9. Herzog by Saul Bellow. 10. You Can Do It, Cobbler by Mimsy Rogers. 10 things Friday O'Leary is secretly a bit scared of. 1. Big dogs. 2. Moths. 3. Big dog with a moth stuck in its fur. 4. Those things over there in the corner. 5. Cobbler Meets the Pooh Rabbits by Mimsy Rogers. 6. Calendars. 7. Being Eaten Alive by Antelopes. 8. Not Being Eaten Alive by Antelopes. This actually happened to Friday once. 9. The number 9. 10. Going to sleep, and when you wake up, you're in Argentina and everyone's laughing at you in a foreign language. This actually happened to Friday once. 10 words Billy William III pronounces funny. 1. Funny, funty. 2. England, Ingerland. 3. Hospital, hoppital. 4. Dinosaur, Minotaur. 5. Minotaur, Rhino War. 6. Mystery, Mittersery. 7. Dentist, Dentist. 8. Pumpkin, Plumpkin. 9. Screwdriver, Matthew Robinson. 10. Fountain, not sure because no one's ever heard him say it. It's a Mittersery. Mr. Gum's top TV programs of all time. 1. Bag of Sticks, a picture of a bag of sticks for half an hour. 2. Bag of Sticks Christmas Special, a dead robin lying by the bag of sticks. 3. Leg mash, people breaking their legs in real accidents. 4. No, put that down, parents in supermarkets refusing to buy their children sweets. 5. Bag of Sticks, Behind the Magic, 4-hour documentary about the making of Bag of Sticks, including interviews with the director, the cameraman, and the dead robin. Mrs. Lovely's top 5 sweet ingredients. 1. Sorry, can't tell you, it's a secret. 2. Another secret. 3. Forget it, this one's just too secret to tell. 4. Sorry, no. 5. Aniseed. Martin Laundrette's favourite washing machine settings. 1. Cold wash. 2. Cold wash, extra spin. 3. Gentle rinse. 4. Delicate wash, no spin, good for woolens. 5. Just chuck it all in, turn it up as high as it goes, and see what happens. Some little-known facts about Old Granny. 1. Old Granny was always called Old Granny even when she was a little girl. 2. Old Granny is a bit deaf. I said, Old Granny is a bit deaf. 3. Old Granny once won the Olympics by accident when she ran for a bus. 4. Old Granny has got a tattoo of Queen Victoria on her ankle. 5. Queen Victoria had a tattoo of Old Granny on her ankle. 6. Old Granny holds the world record for being Old Granny. 7. Old Granny can't whistle no good, it's all out of tune. 8. Old Granny can fly. 9. Not really. 10. Old Granny can't speak Russian. 10 of the most expensive things in Alan Taylor's mansion. 1. Portrait of Leonardo da Vinci, painted by Mona Lisa. 2. Shakespeare's right hand in a jar. 3. Piece of paper with first ever game of noughts and crosses on it. It was a draw. 4. A really nice table. 5. Machine that can video your dreams. 6. A cat with £10,000 tied to its tail. 7. Suit of armour worn by Beethoven in a fight against Mozart. 8. Largest banana ever grown, nearly twice the size of a normal banana. 9. Valuable golden peanut. 10. Signed photo of the Loch Ness Monster. That was Mr. Gum and the Biscuit Billionaire. It was written by Andy Stanton and read by Julian Franklin.